Hello everyone, I hope all of you are doing well, and I ensure that this is going to be a very productive video in terms of third generation IIMs interview experience and how to approach them. Let me go directly into it. If you're a person who is having a lot of third generation IIM calls, who was not able to do better, let's say in terms of CAT, and maybe these are your best calls, let me tell you one thing. All the IIMs, they have the same learning, same case-based pedagogy. Even the teachers are mostly similar. Most of them are visiting faculties also from Blackie or certain standard institutions or even from foreign institutions. And why I'm sharing that with you is today me making this YouTube content is also a reflection of the peer learning and case-based pedagogies which I learn in IIM Tiruchirappalli. What happens here is when I learn those things, when I up my game, I'm able to share those learnings with you so that you learn from my learnings and perform better in your career. Every step that we take is a learning which we take from others, and these third generation IIMs are the stepping stones. They are learning from the Blackie, the the institutions which were formed before them, and they are making sure that they're not repeating the same mistakes. Instead, they are introducing the next best curriculum insights in their courses regularly. They are making sure that they, instead of having those pool placements every time, they are trying this new approaches of rolling offers, trying better and the case competitions, inviting certain institutions and certain faculties and certain companies who are able to grow them better. And here you will find the crowd who is more hungrier than ever, because they might not have had the best day in the CAT examination, but then here you will find a community who is more helpful with each other, less competitive, and able to deliver better in terms of learnings and peer learnings. So having said all of these aspects with discussion from my friends in these third generation IIMs, I would like to request you to not take any opportunity lightly, because these are serving as one of the best opportunities you might have, because 15-20 years down the line, IIM brand value and the tag is something which is going to last with you. Nobody is really going to remember if whether you did MBA from IIM Sambalpur or IIM Udaipur for that matter, but your learning and your IIM tag, that timeless tag, will go a long way. Having said that, now let's deep dive into the IIM Sambalpur's interview experience. So this was a fairly short interview for me. I still remember there was one ma'am and one sir in my panel, and they asked me to introduce myself briefly. I've covered about these aspects in my last two interviews where I talked about in IIM Visakhapatnam, even in my SPJIMR interview experience video or my previous videos, you can watch out them. I give a comprehensive introduction here. So much so that I had to apologize to them that sorry for introducing myself for too long. In the interest of time, I'll stop here. But then that played a very nice role, and I hit on the different aspects. They picked up on my VIT, UG experience. They picked up on my PMO work, and they extensively asked me about business integration, system integration, change management work stream, and aspects of the consulting. They also asked me how the risk analysis, the raid log, and the project management of things actually takes place between the cross-cultural or cross-functioning teams. How do I manage them on day-to-day basis? What are the tools that I use? So they were actively interested in knowing my work and how MBA will help me or shape my future regarding that. Then I was able to justify that. Then after that, they asked me about how the difference between project and portfolio management takes place. Then they asked me about the different side of financial side of things that I'll get to look in my work experience in day-to-day life. Then they simply asked me in a conversational manner about my certain strengths and how will I face a scheduled delay when it comes as a project management person. What are the nuances of late requirement changes from a client that takes place. Now I'm telling these terms very fast. I know that, I'm mindful of that. But what I'm trying to say here is your work experience is something, the better open-ended answer you give, you'll get to answer better answers based on that. Your questions will be based on that. And if you're a person who's trying to break into consulting or would like to know more about consulting, you can always check out my consulting blueprint playlist, where I'm talking more and more about how the boutique consulting, nuances of different consulting firms look like. I've even discussed case studies in depth where you can take understanding and learning from. And my interview ended on a lighter note where the ma'am actually asked me about one of my PORs and my published book in my UG timeline. I have a published book, poetry book by the name of The Poeticness as a co-author, which is which is available on Amazon and Flipkart. And this is one thing which she asked me not only about my book, she told me whether, Vaibhav, would you like to recite the poetry from your book? And this goes a long way, guys. Do not hesitate to share about your hobbies and other things in your interview experiences. That goes a long way, and this is something which I was able to share directly and made a long way and boosted my confidence as well. It was a fairly short interview, but at this point of time, I would like to request you one thing. It's not easy to stay on 5 hours of sleep and again make productive content for you guys. You might see that my videos are very less fancy. There will be minimalistic of editing and more of raw real talk, so that I can add value to your life. I am sharing my candid experiences as it is, as a big brother or as a friend who would like you to perform better, learn from others mistakes and grow better. So if you like my content, please help me gain 1000 subscribers, which is my target for this year. As best I can achieve it, as fast as I can achieve it, I'll try to make better content when it comes to your MBA journey, your case competition journey, or consulting journey, right?